been also going through a lot of changes. In fact, today was an interesting day because let's see, the moon was conjunct Saturn. Saturn's still retrograde, and during the middle of the day, wherever you were in the world, it doesn't matter whether it was visible or not. A conjunction of that type does things. And it's connected with the emotions, the mind, your daily activities, and Saturn has a lot to do with reality, the hard reality, and the restrictions and the things that we have to do to keep a reputation and deserve whatever we have, status and different things like that. Not only this conjunction of Saturn was with the moon being obviously the faster moving, it is the fastest, and it moved in conjunction with Saturn, but opposite it at the same time. The planet Mercury has been approaching to the exact opposite of Saturn. So the moon caught up with it, went to exactly opposition of Mercury, then conjuncted Saturn, and continued moving on. Now it's moving away from it. It's called separating. But this approach now of Mercury is still going on, so I can actually fluently talk about it. It's something that occurs to the mind, and if you can understand that, you can relate to it, I'm saying, then you know that some kind of a turning point we've just gone through. And there are lots of turning points. In fact, the more that you do, the more active you are, the more aware you are, the more turning points you'll go through. And that's fine, because in everything in your life, different levels of your existence and different types of projects and different connections with many people will go through cycles and hopefully always coming to a more advanced, higher, and better, more truth oriented, more alive level. So these turning points are just that. They're getting us up more notches into better position. So that's what life is about. That's why I do this video. It's not about joking around. It's not about, oh, you fail. Oh, life sucks. There's no purpose. No, it's about like, hey, there's something actually going on, and now I'm getting closer and more connected with it. I'm more of it. It's me. I'm all those things. I am becoming. I am aware. I am awakened. So just good. It's a good thing. Definitely happened through today, but it was difficult. I would say that. Yes, I think some of you are noticing the new look. What I want to get into, other than the fact that I'm saying that YouTube has changed and I'm saying that I've changed and we've had this transition, but I want to talk about some of the mysteries, and this is about Solomon, so you'll want to tune back in. I mentioned about 10 days ago, close to the new moon, and by the way, the full moon is coming up in about a day more, less than 2 days from this point, 48 hours. So I would 24 hours, 30 hours or so, whatever. So I'm studying what people are talking about now with King Solomon, history, legend, prophecy, and also going into his chief architect of the legendary temple, the one greatest temple in Jerusalem on Mount Moriah. And this is the one Solomon's temple. That this is what the Freemasons base their centers, their temples on, is all kind of a copy, which is reminiscent or based upon the measurements and the purposes of the original temple. So a lot of people are like, ooh, with this, whenever they come across a Freemason type of thing. But this is the realm of mystery and the intense, deep exploration. So come back, and I'm going to talk about that, about the architect king of Tyre, which was an ancient precursor to Lebanon, the cedars, the wonderful ancient trees, and how they were milled and brought into the building, the construction, the carpentry of the temple, and his name was Hiram-Abif. And the legend surrounding that, and it's all symbolic. It's an allegorical process that is still used today. And there are even connections in doing this kind of a study to what I was talking about last week with King Arthur and all those legends, the Round Table, Camelot, Lady in the Lake, Avalon, Merlin, the wizard sorcerer. And one of my regular viewers, longtime friend of mine, had mentioned in a comment that great book of, I think it's Perceval. So Perceval is also mentioned in connection with Hiram-Abif in the phraseology of son of the widow. So we're going to go over the symbolism and the meaning behind all of that. Son of the widow. Help this son of the widow. The lineage of Ruth's child.